Good morning, everybody. It is the Fearless Morning Show. I hope everybody is ready to go this morning. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. It's Thursday, and we made it. And I'm excited. It's going to be a great day. Good morning, Lynn.
Good morning, girl. I'm loving the hat.
I love hats. Hats are my thing.
Girl,
I love them.
you look great in a hat. I don't know about me. The hats just don't fit on the way my head's shaped.
That's why I wear them, because of the way my head is shaped, to hide it.
Awesome. Well, good morning and welcome to the Fearless Morning Show.
Good
How was
morning.
your evening?
Huh?
How was your evening?
It was, as I told you yesterday, I think my brain oozed out of my ears yesterday, just because, as our topic was, we do too much. I did too much yesterday. After I got off of here, I did too much. And so I listened to my body, and I went to sleep when it told me to go to sleep. So I'm glad. But
Awesome.
the day is Thankful Thursday. Lynn, you want me to read the quote, and then you can do the article, do the fearless moment?
Sure.
Okay. Hold on. I had it in front of me, but thankfully I still have it up. Be thankful for what you have and be fearless for what you want, which is, I think it ties in so great with the Fearless Morning Show. We have to be thankful for what we have, but be fearless for what you want. You got what you want has got to be, the main goal. All right, Lynn, you got our fearless moment?
Yes, our fearless moment this morning, guys. I was actually reading one of Forbes' articles, and it actually came from LearnVest, and it was talking about because on this Thankful Thursday, we're talking about gratitude, and it's about how gratitude can also help you in your finances. So one of the things that talked about in the article, there were some research studies done by these different universities. Harvard University happened to be one of the institutions participating in the research. And what they found in the research, they took a group of people and they separated these groups out into sets of three, right? And essentially in those sets of three, they asked them to do certain things in regards to being happy, neutral, or to be grateful. And what they found in the research is simply that the people who were, and what they told them, guys, this was the funny part, it was about money, okay? So it was a certain amount of money that you can either get today, you can get the $55 today, or you can get $85 in 3 months. And what the research found, guys, is that the people who are happy or neutral opted to go ahead and get the $55 today. Now, that was just very interesting to me. But then the people were grateful, they had a little bit more patience, and on average from the grateful group, that group realized $63, right? In comparison to the other group that averaged $55. So that's a 12% difference for those groups of people. So it speaks volumes for us when we're talking about our finances, we're talking about our financial situations, and simply being grateful, right, for the things that we have. Because in being grateful, they also talk about some of the situations of different people and their experiences around this. When they're being grateful, as they're thinking about things, they're less apt to go ahead and splurge in the moment, make those in the moment purchases. Thinking about, all of these things that I currently have that I'm grateful for. And even when they get to the point where they're now millionaires, or even thousandaires, if you will, for some of them, billionaires, they are thinking more appropriately when they talk about developing their finances and utilizing their finances. So now they're not in that rush to buy the car. They're not in that rush to purchase the home. They're not in a rush to get those things because they recognize that they don't need them. Hello, Catherine. I know, sleepy.
Yes, we are that, Catherine.
Yeah, and that's so funny that you mentioned that, because I know I told JoJo last night that we were talking about, oh my gosh, I am so tired. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. But what did I end up doing? I stayed up, right? I stayed up and
Doing too much.
I had to order a pizza, and I ordered a pizza, and the pizza got here. I'm sitting here with the pizza, and I ate the entire pizza by myself. So I know I'm going to pay for that, right? I'm going to pay for that by myself. So I know I got to do some working out, extensive working out today, because it's just, I mean, unbelievable. But I am thankful.
Yeah.
I am thankful, you know, for this opportunity, for the ability to be able to do these things. So going back to the article that we talked about in Forbes, it is definitely a great opportunity for us to be mindful of the fact that we need to basically go ahead and account for those blessings, right?
Yes.
Knowing what we are thankful for is going to help us as we move forward in our finances.
All right. And I was going to say, one of the things me and Lynn talked about was being thankful, especially where your finances are concerned, being thankful for where you are and where you have started and where you are going. Because a lot of times, especially if we're trying to work on our credit, or if we are working on doing the budget and doing things, it's overwhelming. And so sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, I'm not getting anywhere. But you have got to be thankful that at least you started. You started, and every day you are doing a step. So you've got to be thankful for those things. Just because you committed. I think earlier this week I talked about you have got to be committed to the change that you want to see. If you're not going to be committed, then there's no need to even be this far along. So if you're committed and you've taken the steps, then you are farther along than you were last week, and you've got to be thankful for that.
Absolutely. So you touched on a great point I want to go back to. So when you think about this overwhelm, a lot of people are in that space. So where do I start?
Right. Where do you start?
Where do I start? What are the things I need to do? What are the action steps I need to take?
Right.
I think first and foremost, the most important thing, and we say this over and over, why? Why are you doing it? You have to know why you're doing anything so that you'll be able to, you know, realize the result, right? You have to know what's going to be most important, what matters most to you as you're looking at that financial situation. So taking all of those types of things into account as you get started. Why are you doing it? And then once you know your why, then you can actually have a vision and set that up and develop those goals based upon what you plan to do. And in setting those goals, make sure that they are SMART goals. And you hear this all the time. They're specific, they're measurable, attainable, they're results oriented, and they're time specific. You have to put a time on it. You have to know what are the things that you need to do. And when you're setting out these goals, you have to know, how do you know that you made it, right?
That's
so
right.
Sure that when you're in the state of overwhelming your finances, and you have to just, and it can be overwhelming. It's overwhelming when you finally pull everything together. You pull all of your paperwork together. You pull all of these things, and you're trying to look at it in one fell swoop. It's very important that you understand that you take it one step at a time. Know your why first and foremost. Why are you doing this? What are the things that you want to do? And you may be beyond the fact. Maybe you are not in debt. Maybe you're not overwhelmed in that space, but you're not, and you have some extra savings, but you're not putting those savings in those investment vehicles that allow your money to work for you. So what are the things you need to now do? So if you're not in debt, and you have some discretionary income, if you will, and you're not investing in these retirement vehicles, or you're not investing in real estate, or you're not looking into stocks and exchange traded funds and all the different investment opportunities that are out there, then that's something that you need to start thinking about as well. Go ahead and pick up a book, guys. That's the easiest thing in the world to do. And I hate to sound cliche, but for people who look like us, JoJo, if you want to hide something from them, put it in the book.
That's right.
It's hurtful. Right. It's painful. And I know I stepped on some toes, but I mean, this is what it is. We don't like to read. We are our own worst enemies. We don't like to read. We don't like to do research. We want everyone to hand everything to us, and we simply don't want to put in the work. So if you don't want to put in the work, the Fearless Morning Show is not for you. You might as
That's
well go
right.
ahead, turn off your phone and go scroll somewhere else on Facebook, because this is not the conversation that you need to be engaged
Right.
in. But if
That's
you are
right.
ready to do the work, you have to do the work. You have to
Right.
save yourself, right?
You
I
have
mean,
to
think about it.
you have to do the work because it's not just for you. I think it's important to mention that it is for your children's children's children. So you are building generational wealth
Absolutely.
for other people who will carry your last name
Right, or not carry your last
or
name.
not carry your last. That's right.
But in looking at that, so we think about it, we had a tremendous opportunity, or we thought we had a tremendous opportunity. We had something that we never thought we would see in our lifetime, right? And that was having a Black president of the United States. And we all got behind him. We were all excited. But if you think about it, go back and look at your finances. Did you still have student loan debt under Barack Obama, the same student loan debt that you have under Donald Trump? Hmm?
Yep, that's right.
Are we still doing some of the same things that we've done in the past, right?
Yep.
And what we fail to realize is that we cannot blame anyone but ourselves. That's the
That,
most important thing that we have to get in this moment. And
yes.
that's one of the reasons that we decided to go ahead with this Fearless Morning Show, because it is inevitable, guys. We must be our own resource, our own security blanket. We got to be
Yes.
our own. Got to figure it out for ourselves, because no one else is going to do that for us. So when you
That's
think about and this is not just in your finances, guys. This is in every area of your life. And we shared this before. People always come on, Lynn, all you do is talk about money. And people are going to hate, and that's fine. Hate exists, right? And I have to recognize that obviously I'm doing something right if
Yep.
people are hating on the situation and hating on the
Mhm.
things that I'm talking about.
Mhm.
And how can a Christian, right, sit around and talk about money all the time? That's what I hear. You're
Right.
supposed to be a Christian. What you doing? Well, let me tell you this, right? My God says, I come that you may have life and have it more abundantly, right?
Yes, that's
And that means
correct.
all areas. So I
Yes.
don't understand why we have these concepts, why we think the way that we do, why we do the things that we do, right? When we
Right.
talk about why is this Christian talking about our finances, right? Because we're told, guys, that we should be good stewards with our money. We're told that we should be the persons, we should be the ones who should, how are we going to save this world? How are we going to make changes in the world when we sitting in here trying to care and pay our own debts, when we're sitting here trying to pay off our own student loans, when we're sitting here trying to, this kills me too, y'all. This kills me. Why we have all these GoFundMe pages every time somebody in our family dies? Yeah, let's lean in.
Oh, as JoJo TV, we talked about that for over a month. Life insurance is vital.
Right.
$25,000 policy, guys, will cost you the price of getting your nails done. So if we can afford, ladies and gentlemen, get our hair cut, get our nails done, we can afford our life insurance policy. And just not even 25,000, Lynn, a $500,000 policy is like $30 a month. You can leave
Right.
your children well off so that they can have something to build on. And there's other options with life insurance, but we'll talk about that on another day. We'll make that
Well,
an educational day.
well, yeah, absolutely. I think they need to be educated today too. Hello, Miss Emily. Thank you, Mary, also for watching. But it's very important, guys, and that just pains me to no avail. To
Mhm.
keep seeing these GoFundMe accounts popping up every time we turn around because we have not put our finances in
Right.
order. There's simple steps, simple things that we can be doing, but we take on this mentality, oh, they're not going to get rich off of me, right?
Right.
That's the mindset that we have when we're not even thinking about the fact that we should be setting our families up for success, building generational wealth, and setting up a legacy as we continue to move forward. So the number one thing that I want to share with you today is you have to be grateful in your finances. This is our Thankful Thursday financial minute for today. I didn't mean to start preaching. I think I might just have to start preaching at some point. That's these morning show moments are turning into. But guys, we got to do better. That's all
Yep.
I say. We must do better. We have to save ourselves. There's nothing else.
Yep.
No one else is going to do it.
Nobody.
No one else is going to come
Nobody.
and take care of our business for us.
And
We got to
here
do.
and here's the thing, as we talk about being thankful in our life, until a lot of people say, "Oh, JoJo, you do too much." I'm sure, Lynn, you've heard this. You over the top. It does. You don't have to do all of that. You're
Right.
correct. I do
Right.
not. I choose to, because once you become committed to the idea of you want change, you want to change something different in your life, you want to do something, be something different. And please understand, it does not matter how old you are. I could care
Mm.
less if from 10 to 100, if you want to do something different, as long as you're committed to that idea, I promise you, life will come back into you and you will be able to do whatever it is you want to do. You just have to be thankful. The more, for my thankful moment, I want you to, this is what I want you to do. I want you to list out everything you're thankful for today. And for today, between 7:30 today and 7:30 tonight, I don't want you to complain. Not one complaint should come out your mouth. I want you to be thankful for everything today. You will be surprised how your mindset will change, how much better you're going to feel, because when you have those negative thoughts and those,
Yes.
when you have negative thoughts, and I think that's a quote we're going to use tomorrow: thoughts leads to feelings. When you have those negative thoughts constantly, they affect your health, it affects your life, it affects everything from your money to your home life. I promise you. So when you become committed to think differently, then
Yes. Yes.
thank you, Catherine. Then I promise you guys, let me tell you something. There were days when I know I had every right, every human right, to sit on the floor and just cry my eyes out and give up and just stop today. And I
Right.
chose every day. I was like, you know what? There's got to be something I'm thankful for. And when I chose to focus on that one thing I was thankful for, yeah, I didn't have any food. I might not have had gas in the car, but me and my kids was alive and well. And if that's what you got to be thankful for, at least
Yes.
I got way more than the people in the cemetery today. So I got plenty to work with. So I want you guys to be thankful today. Find something to be thankful for, even when we're stuck in traffic on our way to work. Be thankful that you're stuck in traffic and smile at the person beside you.
Right, right. And be thankful that you have a job. Think about the people who don't have a job, right?
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
many things that we can be grateful for. And when we start to recognize those things, that's
Yeah.
where the power comes for us. And that's where we can start to make changes in everything that we do.
Yeah. All right, guys, that is it for the Fearless Morning Show today. We went 3 minutes over. We're really going to get our time down, so we keep you between that 7:15 to 7:30. We just want to give you some great nuggets to get your day started. And Lynn, did my phone cut you off? Were you in the middle of saying something? Because my phone did something crazy, and I didn't hear you say that last part. Did I cut you off?
No. You're perfectly fine. I just thank you guys for joining in this morning. We'll be here every morning at 7:15 a.m. We thought about just doing this for the month of November because it's Thanksgiving coming up. You know, everybody's in the spirit of thankfulness, but we believe this is that we will continue to do. And I'm sorry, JoJo, I'm just not saying that. I'm just not sharing with JoJo that we will be continuing because she did.
And we talked about it anyway. You're okay.
All right. So we will be continuing with the Fearless Morning Show every morning, Monday through Friday at 7:15 a.m. One or both of us will continue to be here because we think that this message, we know that this is much needed message, that somebody needs to hear this, and we're on assignment and we have to get the word out and we have to continue to do what God put us here to do, because I am not going to show up and he say, Lynn, you didn't do what I asked you to do. Depart from me. I know you not. I'm on assignment, guys. I thank you so much for joining us here at the Fearless Morning Show. This is Lynn Demmons, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at DemmonsSpeak, and on my website at DemmonsEnterprise.com.
All right, guys, you can find me at BA, that's BE, the letter A, fearless.com. Of course, on all social media, it is my first name, which is Janmetra. I'm the only one out there, JANMETRA. And we love for you guys to just join us. Now, during the Fearless Moment, you can be featured. So, Catherine, and I know you as Sally, tomorrow. If you want to tell us, we'd be glad to have you tomorrow so you can tell us all about the challenge you accepted today, about not complaining, so you can be our first person for the Fearless Moment. So if you've done something fearless for today that you like to be featured on the Fearless Morning Show, please send us a message and we'll make sure we covered that for you. And then tomorrow is Freebie Friday. I think you're going to like your freebie that you're going to get tomorrow. So make sure you are here tomorrow morning at 7:15. And I promise we will try to end you on time. I think we're just both so passionate. The time gets away from us. So we will get you on time tomorrow and make sure you got everything you need to start your day fearless. All right, guys, be thankful Thursday.
All day long.
All day. Have a good day, guys. Bye.